Good afternoon, Robinson Okenya, and also the gentlemen in studio. Yes, yesterday we did not have action on the pitch, but we had a number of action off the pitch. I know the fans had their fair share of action, dancing and all that. But for the players, it was duty as always, because for them, they're trying as much as possible to be in shape and also ready to be able to play in the next matches that they will be playing. I know in almost 3 hours or 4 hours from now, the Brazilian national team will be training here, so they will also just try as much as possible to make sure that they are up and ready for their next game, Kenya. So there is a lot of anticipation, a lot of conversation that is happening on this end, Kenya. And quite frankly, I know this particular place is quite windy, but the scorching sun is also out and all that. But it is in the spirit of football, Kenya, and also in just the mentality of trying as much as possible to showcase to the world what Qatar has to offer in regards to this football, Robinson.
Yes, of course, lots on offer when you talk about football. But what do you have for us? I know you visited a couple of teams. What do you have for us?
Yes, yesterday I decided actually I wanted to see a number of players in close proximity, and in that I had to go to a number of some training grounds. But let's begin with the match that England will be playing, and for them they will be playing against France. So we know that Olivier Giroud has been an integral part in this French outfit, and in that matter for him, he's saying, yes, we know we have a number of injuries in our team, but that has not affected the players who are in camp and what they are doing. So they are optimistic, saying that not overconfident, but they will try as much as possible to see if they will be able to defend their title. Now, in the English side, these are the side that they will be playing, or this is the side rather that the French team will be playing. For them, they're saying that yes, we know that a lot has been happening for our side. We have two players that went back to England because of off-the-pitch issues, but all in all, the likes of Bukayo Saka, who is in the team, has been criticized a number of times. Remember the missed penalty in the Euros the other time out. So he's saying if the game goes to penalties, then if he's selected to take one penalty, then he will do that with a lot of pride. But also, how will this English defense be able to cope with Kylian Mbappe, a player that has been very integral and he tops the charts of the goals at this World Cup? It will be maybe the responsibility of Kyle Walker. And for him, he's saying, I'm up and also ready for the task. Let's listen in.
Conversations about Bukayo Saka and what he does to this team. And a question that came up is whether if he will be able to take a penalty, if that opportunity gets there, because we are in the knockout stages and anything at any particular time can happen. Does he believe, does he have the confidence, or is he lacking that aspect? For him, he's saying anything at any particular time can happen and he's ready for it.
Well, yeah, I've obviously matured and progressed a lot as a player and a person since that moment, and you know, I wouldn't have stepped up the times I've stepped up for Arsenal to take a penalty if I wasn't confident. So obviously if the moment comes, you know, and I'm selected to take it, I'll be more than happy to. This team in general has a lot of players that have played in big tournaments, you know, so there's a lot of tournament experience, you know. If you look at the last few results, you know, in the tournaments we've been in, we've got to, I think, a semi-final, a final, and maybe a quarter-final. So, you know, there's a lot of experience in there. So, you know, when the big games come, we have a lot of players that know what they need to do.
So this is a side that actually has been able to score most goals in the tournament so far. But at the same time, the defense has also been solid. So will it be Maguire and Stones again marshalling that defense the best way that they can? But the players are confident and comfortable, and they're laughing at it. You can see how they're enjoying the moments, and they know it is a job that they can do very, very well.
I think, first of all, if you look at our first 4 games, I think we have 3 clean sheets. So it starts, you know, how solid we've been at the back, and that's credit to defenders, and obviously Pickers, our keeper. You know, they've been exceptional there, and of course at the same time we've scored the most goals as well. So I feel like we just need to just prepare the best game plan and go there with confidence, because we're playing good right now.
So Kyle Walker is one player that was availed in today's press conference. So maybe it speaks to the fact that he might start on the right-hand side, the right-back position. But then he will be facing Kylian Mbappe. How easy, how hard will that task be? For him, yes, he's speedy, but we know Kylian Mbappe has been rated faster than him with the World Football Governing Body. So how well is Kyle Walker ready to face Kylian Mbappe?
Yeah, you have to use a little bit of nous. You can't be a speedboat without no driver. You need to obviously use your brain when needed. And, you know, I can't get as tight to him as I probably will do on some other players. That's just, you know, the nature of the game. I remember playing against Theo Walcott once, and I've tried to get so close to him, and all of a sudden he just spins in behind you, and you kind of think, well, that's your lesson taught. And you need to make the mistakes that you make are not costly mistakes. He's going to get the better of whoever plays at right back. He's going to get the better of you 1, 2, 3 occasions a game. He's a great player, but you need to make them occasions as few as possible and not as costly.
Now, for the French national team, they come into the tournament as the defending champions. Not everybody had confidence in this team, and others are saying they have already overachieved to be here. But remember, they are the world champions. They have a title that they need to defend. Are we confident? Are we comfortable? Are we waiting and anticipating to see that happen? Question and more question and more question. But for the players, they're adamant, comfortable. But Olivier Giroud, one man who is now shining for them, is saying, we know what we must do, but we are not overconfident.
No overconfidence from us, don't worry. We are confident as a team. We know our qualities, but we still gonna face a stronger English team in quarterfinal, and still have 3 games to win to equalize this record. We don't want to think about that. We know that it would be huge for history to do this this amazing thing, but we are just focused on England first, trust me, and then we will see. But yeah, that's it.
So the players are also having a good time while at it, but the tactician has had to make a number of changes in this side. But has it affected the level of play? Has it dented the level of play? They are playing good, and they're saying they can still play better.
Well, yeah, I think we've been very strong from the beginning of the competition because we stick together. We have a great squad, a great team cohesion, and we want to remember the boys who stay at home because they were injured. As I said for my first press conference, we are all together, we stick together, we are thinking about them, and we are winning also for them. So yeah, it's kind of a family, you know, our national team. And we feel blessed because obviously we have got so many qualities and talent in the team. So yes, unfortunately we don't have these great players, but we still have the quality in the squad to do great stuff. So that's why I think thanks to this team spirit,
Olivier Giroud speaking right there, of course, and earlier on we had Bukayo Saka and saying that he's ready to perform in these quarterfinals against France. Yes, let me go back to Moses Wahisi. I know France and England were not the only teams that were in training yesterday. I want to believe that you also paid attention to other teams that are in the quarterfinals that also had their media sessions yesterday.
Yes, Robinson, and I so much wanted actually to see Lionel Messi, but they had a closed door training, so we were not allowed actually to go there. But maybe later on today we'll be able to see if they will be able to have a press conference where we might be able to attend. But they will be playing against Argentina, and for Argentina, their quest Argentina will be playing against Netherlands, and we know the quest for Argentina is to bag the title for the sake of Lionel Messi, but they have a side that also wants to stop them, and this is the Dutch national outfit, a side that has shown that, yes, even their defenders can come all out and contribute to the goal-scoring prowess of this side. Also, the tactician, Louis van Gaal, playing a critical role just to make sure that he's a side tick. But yes, the person that actually was availed for a press conference yesterday, it was Virgil van Dijk. And for him, he's saying that, yes, I know two of the best players in the world. Messi tops the list. Cristiano Ronaldo is also there. But we will not be taking the tie easy. We also will go to the tie, and we will try and just might be able to crush the dreams for this Argentina side. And with that, they also want to bite the cherry and maybe go out and win the trophy.
So against Argentina promises to be another cracker of a tie. All these teams have shown the world that they can compete, they can score goals. At the same time, they do defend well. But now the question is, will it be Messi going through? Because a lot of people are saying this is a World Cup for Messi to lose. But Virgil van Dijk knows that Messi is one of the best players in the world, and is adamant that his side will do duty, will try as much as possible and defend.
Well, first and foremost, about one of the best players of all time, maybe Lionel Messi. Obviously, he's done it for so many years. I would say him and Cristiano Ronaldo have been, the two stand-up players of the last 2 decades, and there's only respect towards what they achieved. And for us now, obviously, it's not the case of preparing just for him. We're preparing to beat Argentina, and obviously we know how big of a part he is of their success over the years. So yeah, that's the full focus, and I think what you see is what you get. Basically, it's he's very passionate. He's very much involved. He's very focused on small details and wants to get the best out of the group. And so far, we have been really enjoying the whole period, and we're unbeaten so far, and that's obviously a big part of credit also to him.
Virgil van Dijk will be having an Herculean task when he takes on Messi. Very, very interesting. That match will be played tomorrow. Now, Moses, of course, those were some of the teams that were training yesterday, and you had a chance to visit them in training and get also to go to the press briefings yesterday. But there's something that stood out yesterday, and it's not about the teams that are playing the quarterfinals. It's all about Belgium. Eden Hazard calling it a day. What do you make of that?
I think Eden Hazard has done justice, first of all, to himself, because he has been misfiring for a number of years now. And maybe where there is money is where he needs to concentrate most, and that is club football. So if he will not be able to balance both, then it is a wise decision. At age 31, actually, and he's decided to say that, yes, I'm done with the national team of football. Is it a wise decision? A lot of the people that maybe we were interacting with in the media center, out of the media center, said that, yes, it is the wisest decision for Eden Hazard. But we totally understand that if you don't get the playing time as much as actually you need, then a decision like that ought to have happened long time ago. And I'm thinking, also for Cristiano Ronaldo, he is just about to announce his retirement, because we've seen what is happening at the club level. We're seeing now what is happening at the national team level. So if you don't get the playing time where you need to get the playing time, then it can't be wise for you to call it quits. So we don't know if for Cristiano Ronaldo it will happen. But for Eden Hazard, it comes to a time where he showed his prowess in Chelsea. He showed his prowess in Real Madrid, though not the best of an outing because of the injury that he had. But he has been a spectacular kind of a player who actually the goal-scoring ability that he had in Chelsea, also the assist ability that he had in assists. He is a legend for his country, and also a legend in the English club that he wore their jersey for quite a number of years. Okay.
Moses, before I let you go, yesterday there were rumors that Cristiano Ronaldo, now that you mentioned about him, did not take part in training with the other Portugal teammates. Is it true, or is just rumors and we should treat them as that?
I will not ascertain that 100%, Robin. I will not ascertain because I did not have the opportunity to grace their training ground. And I think I was so much preoccupied to be able to have that as a fact. But it's something that we will be following up. I will be able actually to get from the sources that were there and be able to ascertain whether he was on that training pitch or not. But in reality, we know he threw some tantrums while on the bench. It went public that he had an issue with the tactician and also the dressing room with that kind of behavior. Because if we win, then let's celebrate as a team. We saw what he did at the club level, now at the international level. So it is a question whether he will still continue to be part of that system, because there has also been unconfirmed rumors suggesting that he might leave the camp and maybe will not even feature in the next lineup for Portugal against Morocco. But all this, I know we will have some press conference. Today, remember, is rest day for Morocco, so Portugal will have some action, and later on there will be a press briefing. And those are the questions that from the source themselves, they will be able to answer, because they are the questions that we must and we will be asking at that front.
That is all about Ronaldo. And today, I know yesterday you were locked out of that Argentina training. You said it was closed doors. So probably today, if you have a chance, please let us know what happened to Rodrigo de Paul, because the reports say that he also missed from yesterday's training session.
We'll sure do, okay. So plenty of conversation on the pitch, so we'll be following up, and we will be here just to update you what is happening. And because it's routine, even the trainings that we attended, some were open only for 15 minutes for the members of the press. You be able to sample out a few minutes, and then you leave the other teams to continue with their business in private. But also a number of training opportunities are always closed doors, so you don't get an opportunity at all to be able to see what is happening on that side. Some of the rules and regulations that have to be followed, because some teams at some point they need the privacy, and they're given the privacy to do their training. Okay.
Well, thanks a lot, Moses. I'll let you go, and I know you have a lot lined up in terms of visiting different venues where the teams are, preparing for the quarterfinals. Thanks a lot. That is Moses Wahisi, who is in Qatar for